And you know, again, the beauty of pimento cheese is you can never make too much of it. Pimento cheese, otherwise known as the pate of the South. And I love it. It's my favorite thing, aside from wasabi peas, to eat with my cocktail as I'm sipping on them. However, I notice that so many people buy store-bought pimento cheese. And even though my family will eat that for sure, tonight I'm just gonna make them some pimento cheese to munch on, fresh and from scratch, and you won't believe how easy it is. I also want to know that you can make pimento cheese with anything you want. In other words, you can dial up or dial down the flavor based on very simple ingredients. So let's get started. Basically, I'm just gonna take 5 ounces of cheddar cheese, which my family prefers, but some people might use Monterey or a white cheddar, just to add a certain element. I'm gonna pour that into my mixing bowl. And then I've chopped finely about 1/4 cup of olives. Now, if you like a little more kick with that kind of olive juice taste, then you can add 1/8 cup of pimentos in addition to that. But I kind of like the way the olives roll, and how you chop them makes a difference. If you want that bite to have a big chunky piece of olive, or if you want to really kind of mince them a little bit so you get little flavors along the way. I always have to add about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. That's going to give it a little bit of that texture and also pull all the flavors together and hold them very well. And then finally, one of my favorites is Bourbon Barrel Foods soy sauce. And I always love to put just a little bit in there, a couple splashes, just to add a little tang. And when it comes out, you're gonna be able to spread it on some very easy toast points that you can either cut crusty bread and bake them in your oven with a little bit of butter and some herbs, or you can just buy toast points already made, so it makes it even easier. So let's put it in here. And again, the ingredients are up to you. If you prefer to add maybe a horseradish instead of a mayonnaise, you can do that to make it spicier. You can add a little cayenne pepper as kind of a final spread to make a little bit of heat. It's totally up to you. So let's give it a whirl. This is probably one of my favorite equipments in the kitchen. I've had this for years. My mother-in-law gave it to me, and I cannot tell you how much time it saves. So I'm going to put it on just a very, very low blend. And you can watch how it all marries together. So I just took it out of the fridge and put it in the serving dish that I'm going to give to my family. Added a few toast points on each side of it. And again, the beauty of pimento cheese is you can never make too much of it, because I love to put pimento cheese on deviled eggs. I'll put it on a hamburger, and actually it makes a great sandwich spread. So if you've never had pimento cheese, again, the pate of the South, on your sandwich bread, you are gonna love it, and it adds a little flavor. Just a trick that I wanted to show you, I'm just slicing a strawberry one way and then the other, and see how it opens up naturally? And then I open it up, fold it, and use it as just a small garnish, and it adds a pop of color for the red of the platter. Stick my serving knife in, and voila, say cheese.